She woke before I could decide. Hi. Good morning. Is it morning? Yeah, it's morning. Barely. That was all I could say. I hadn't thought of what to say beyond that. That's a start.
今、何時なの?
What time is it now? It's always sexy time when you're speaking. I mean, I think it's like 1 a.m. If I was checking that correctly. I'm not sure. Takeshi's a terrible timekeeper. Pull my PDA from my pocket and check the time. Yeah, it's May 4th. She didn't need to know the fucking day. Well, actually no. I guess it's good to know the day. Because she was asleep since yesterday. So, 1:42 a.m. Personally, I would have just said the time. I wouldn't even thought of the date. But I guess in one way, that's smart of him. Or you could argue it's so dumb of him that it becomes smart. Without realizing how smart it is. But anyways.
So.
Really? Indeed. Tsugumi appeared weak. She slightly moved her body. How you feeling?
愚問ね.
That's a stupid question. I don't answer stupid questions. I'm just asking. Tell me how you're feeling.
悪いわ。なんだか体中だるくて.
I feel awful. My whole body hurts. Oh, even your voice? Hopefully not your voice. Especially my voice. Oh no! What can I do to help?
最低よ.
I feel terrible. Oh. Well, I'm good, so, good chat! Awkwardly leaves. Tsugumi lifted her hand up to her face, opening and closing it slowly. Her face or her hand? She still couldn't move much. It's understandable. How's the injury? Does it hurt? You may still be under a bit of anesthesia.
傷?
Injury? Yeah, the one you got when you saved Coco, and I saved you.
麻酔?
Anesthesia? Oh shit, do you not remember? How much do you not remember? Oh god, remember? Oh god, you're going shonen on me. Or going shoujo even. Hey, you didn't forget, did you? You're not getting that shonen thing going. Maybe that's what causes the time travel. You know, both her and him seem to have time travel thing going on, I think. So, it has to do with memory loss. When you lose the memories at the critical moment, it gives way for new memories to come in from another timeline? Or something? I don't know. Tsugumi's eye wandered about the room. To the ceiling. And the sheets. Cast on her leg. Did you forget the small part of time where you were actually kind of nice to me?
ああ、そうね。覚えてる。
Oh, right, I remember. Ah, so you do remember how I manly saved you manly. Well, thank you. You gave up hope, but I saved you, bitch.
思い出したわ。私。
I remember now. You? Ellipses? Ellipses! Tsugumi tried to get up, but noticing the various IV cords sticking up her arm, she frowned. She was alive. She was injured, but still breathing. Her life had been saved, and for that I was grateful. But it was my fault. I was the one who caused her in- How? What? No. No, you aren't. Unless you screwed up on the valves thing. I don't think he did. Did he? I think that was another incident that was... I think Coco caused it. Honestly, I think it's her fault. But, ignoring that, it was Coco that had to be saved for Tsugumi to even get that injury. So, calling that your fault? Why? I don't understand. Oh shit. Oh shit. This could be huge. Oh god, are we gonna find out? Anyways, I'm gonna save here. It's definitely Tsugumi's. Okay. I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't say anything. I was the one who caused her injury. Shit. This is huge, I feel. Well, maybe not. We're already on day 4. We might already just be on her fucking route. Then again, there's the epilogue, right? So maybe it's like, if I have to say the correct things at this point to get her epilogue, and if I don't do good enough, then they get her ending, but don't get her epilogue. So I want to try to get that epilogue, I guess. So I still need, the choices still matter, even by this point. Anyways, do I say I'm sorry? I don't really feel like that's correct. Ah, gosh. I don't really want to blame myself. She already... Oh my god, this is big. I'm torn. I'm really fucking torn. It's the thing where I don't think it's his fault, but maybe that's what Tsugumi wants to hear, is for him to say he's sorry, and so that she can dismiss it. And if he says nothing, that's just too awkward. You know what? I want to go with my gut. I don't say anything. I didn't know how to respond to that. Respond to what? I had saved Tsugumi. And yeah, I had caused Tsugumi to get hurt. From here on, I just didn't know what to say. All I could do was stare blankly, silently. I then bowed my head. There was nothing else I could— What? No!
何よ。
What? What?
何なのよ。
What is it? What is what? Raised my head. Tsugumi was glaring at me again. No shit.
勘違いしないで。
You don't understand. Understand what?
私は傷のことなんて何とも思ってない。
I don't care at all about this injury. Oh. Okay.
あなたは自分のせいだとでも言いたいの？
Do you want to say it's your fault? No, I don't actually. But I guess Takeshi does.
うぬぼれないでよ。
Don't be conceited. Exactly. Thank you. For once I'm agreeing with Tsugumi. Tsugumi sighed heavily.
私はただ
It's just that. Just that what?
死にたかっただけ。
It's just that I wanted to die. Oh, what? Don't do that again. I don't want you to die. What?
なんで助けたりなんかしたの？
How come you had to save me? Because I like you. And I like that sexy voice.
あのままほっといてもらえれば
If you left me alone,
死ねたのに。
I could have finally died. Well, maybe if you tell me why you want to die, I might let it happen next time. Or maybe not. Depends on what your reason is. What? I jumped out from the bed, shaking my fist furiously. What the hell did you just say? You! I mean, not you. If you's around, I'm not talking to you, you. Go away, you. But you! What do you mean you could have finally died?
言ったでしょ。
That's what I said, right? It is what you said. It was a stupid answer.
私は死にたかった。
I wanted to die. Why did you want to die? Why? Tsugumi gazed at me, narrowing her eyes. She was quiet, although that does kind of fit with earlier in the game when she decided to go down in the elevator by filling the elevator with water when that could have killed her. She's just a really big a really big risk taker, knowing that, you know, if she dies, she's like, well, I kind of want that, but she wants to do it in a way that she thinks has meaning, I guess. She doesn't want to die for nothing. She feels like she wants to die in a way that she's accomplishing something. Like, it's a waste if she does die for nothing, but you shouldn't even want to die for that. Anyways, narrowing her eyes, she was quiet. I gazed back. I could tell by the look in her eye that she wasn't joking. Because of that, I couldn't forgive her. Bam! I slammed my fist on the bed violently. Tsugumi, you stupid little... How dare you say that so lightly? Looked straight at her and screamed. When you die, it's game over. You understand that, right? Game over, girl! Have you forgotten about us? What we're facing here? Now it was me glaring at Tsugumi. Oh shit, finally he bites back. It wasn't as if she had actually done something wrong. She did plenty wrong, honestly, in my opinion. But, whatever. Yeah, it all works out the same, I guess. But that didn't mean I could forgive her for saying that. I kind of agree with him. Ellipses. Indeed. She snorted.
あなたにはわからないのよ。
You don't understand, Takeshi. No, I
人
don't.
生なんてただの悪夢。
Life is a nightmare. Help me understand then. After I understand, let me decide if I agree with your decision.
この世の中で命ほど醜いものはない。
This world, it's littered with ugliness, but it's also littered with beauty. And it's you know, if you choose to focus on the ugliness, then yes, it's gonna be ugly, because the ugliness exists. Focus on the beauty. Know the ugliness is there, you know, try to prepare for it or don't, but don't ignore the beauty. Cut your poetic garbage. Oh yeah, you tell her, Takeshi. Wham! Again, I pummeled the bed with my fists. Just don't shake her too hard. Life. It's the most important thing in this world. Well, maybe next to that sexy voice of yours. It's a miracle, life is. Well, that's the generic thing to say.
違う。奇跡なんかじゃない。
You're wrong. This is no miracle. Depends on who you ask.
この果てしなく広い宇宙の中で。
This ever-expanding universe, multiverse, excuse me, multiverse, whatever.
無限に連なる時間の中で。生命現象ほど奇特なものはない。
Continuing infinitely, this phenomenon called life is no miracle. Oh yeah, then what is it?
不自然なのよ。
It's unnatural. Well, it's happening. It's part of nature, so it's clearly natural. It's in the word, nature, natural.
生命はこの不毛なる世界に紛れ込んだ異物。
And it's an accident that we awoke in this disgusting world. Do you mean it's an accident we awoke in this timeline? If that's the case, maybe I'll agree with you. Otherwise, though, no. And even if we did awaken this timeline accidentally, if that's a thing, we still have to fucking deal with the cards we're dealt, not just give up just because we woke up in a bad timeline. Oops, we wound up in the wrong one. We took the wrong fork in the road. Guess we just give up now. No, we deal with it and we move on, even if our timeline isn't as good as, let's say, the true ending timeline or whatever the fuck we're talking about at this point. Still gotta fucking deal with it and get giggity and make babies. I mean, if you're into that. Or not, we could just have sex without the babies. Wrong. You're wrong, Tsugumi. I mean, right. We're going back to this now. Ignore the babies for now. I hesitated for a moment. You're unbelievably wrong.
どこがどう間違ってるの？
Where am I wrong?
説明してごらんなさいよ。
Tell me I'm mistaken. Tell me where. All emotion left her face. She spoke plainly and precisely. She was trying to be objective, I guess.
命は欲望の塊。
Life is just a cluster of empty desires. Not all of them are empty. It's our job to fill those desires.
生命は他の生命の犠牲によって成り立つ。
We build our lives in the corpses of others. In some cases, yes. In some cases, life is a zero-sum game. But not always. For those who don't know what I mean by that, a zero-sum game basically, in the simplest of terms, 1 plus 1 equals 2. But even though it's not stated, you could also say 1 plus 1 equals 2 plus 0. And you could say that the 2 is basically the one from the left stealing the one from the right, essentially. And then the number on the right goes down from 1 to 0. For the one on the left to become 2, the one on the right has to become 0. So that's kind of the idea. The very, very basic idea of a zero-sum game is that for one to gain, another has to diminish. But life doesn't always have to be that way, even though sometimes it is.
牛を殺し、豚を殺し、鳥を殺し、魚を殺し、植物を殺し。
We kill cows, pigs, birds, fish, and plants. We do all that, but I mean, and yeah, you could argue in that sense there's some zero-summing to it, but it's all about where you draw the line. Some people, refuse to do those kinds of things. There's vegetarians for that reason sometimes, in the case of plants, though, you don't have much choice, I guess. Is there any meatitarians? Like, don't eat vegetables? I don't know.
そうしなければ、人は生き続けることができない。
And if we don't, we die. There are foods to be eaten that don't involve animals or plants, actually. Not many, and it's not very healthy to not eat animals or plants at all, but you can do it.
食欲とはすなわち、殺戮本能の源。
Our appetites are whetted by the slaughtering of others. In some cases, yes.
睡眠欲は怠惰の証。
The desire for sleep only proves our laziness. Well, when you start getting to stuff like, oh, we sleep because we're lazy, that's when you gotta start asking questions like, well, if there's a God, did he make us? Like, is there a purpose to sleep? Does any of this have a purpose? Then you start asking so many questions that, just stop. There's no point to some of those questions.
卑猥でみだら、醜悪なる交わりこそが性欲の発露。
Our sexual desires are expressed through obscenity and sin. Sometimes, and sometimes they're beautiful.
あらゆる生命活動に伴う欲望は汚らわしい。
All the things that keep us alive, the things that drive us, are filthy. Well, okay, I was about to say, well, you drive me and you're not filthy, but that would be a lie. You're totally filthy. But you drives me, and she's not filthy, I don't think, in my opinion.
欲望なくして生命を維持することはできない。
We can't live without them. Not impossible. Words like that, like can't, impossible, those are big words and usually are relative. Like saying, oh, you can't do this. You mean you can't do this assuming this. That's what you mean. You're implying the assumption. But that's a big assumption, especially in this case. We can't live without them. That's not necessarily true. As I said, you don't need to eat food that comes from meat or plants. There are other options. Again, it's not very healthy to not eat plants or animals, but it's possible.
清廉潔白な命なんて存在しないのよ。
There's no such thing as a life of purity. Well, you know what? Then you gotta live... Then just try to be as pure as you can be if that's really gnawing at you. I mean, clearly, I think maybe it gnaws at you so much that you stopped giving a fuck because you're a bitch to everybody around you. Well, at least you are in Shonen's pathway.
つまり
Ultimately,
命はそれが存在した時点ですでに汚濁にまみれているの。
from the moment we are born, we are already corrupted. Yeah, to an extent that's true. So if that's the case, though, it's our jobs to try to uncorrupt ourselves. Don't give up just because we're not perfect beings from the start. And that's why you want to die?
ええ、そうよ。
Yes. You took a while just to say yes, but okay. I became quiet, contemplating what Tsugumi just said. She has merit to her words, but at the same time... no, there's good things in life, too. Heh. This time it was me laughing. Good, I like his laugh, even if we can't hear it. I thought you were smarter than that, but I guess I overrated you. Oh, snap! Oh, Takeshi going off. I like this. I like him finally talking back to her after all the crap she said to him. And he's kind of just rolled it off because, oh, that's just Tsugumi being Tsugumi, but... oh, I like this. Ellipses. You do have a point, and I think you're partially right. I'll admit it. In order for us to live, it's true that we must commit some atrocities. Sometimes people do terrible, despicable things. But do you really think living is a sin? If that's the case, then everybody should stop living altogether. But if the whole point of the atrocity, if the reason it's considered an atrocity is because you're stopping another living thing from living, well then clearly living can't be an atrocity, right? After all, you're saying the thing that's bad is stopping something else from living. But that means living must be good, right? Because if stopping is bad, then keeping it going is good. Therefore, if all life at once was to stop, that would be bad. Therefore, you want life to keep going. Even if lives must take other lives, and that is considered bad, ultimately, if you're aiming for a mostly good outcome, you have to keep doing that so that not all life ends, right? I'm just using your logic here, Tsugumi. Thinking life is a sin is the result of arrogant values. Oh, snap. You don't really think it's a crime for a bird to snatch fruit from a tree, do you? Does a tiger feel guilt for eating its prey? Is it really a terrible thing to join together and create new life? Everything that is necessary to continue living is not only right, I believe it is sacred. The circle of life! That's right, Takeshi, coming soon, is gonna write the rebooted Lion King. Actually, isn't that gonna be a thing? I said that just as a random thought, but wait, isn't there actually gonna be a rebooted Lion King? I think I heard that somewhere. Maybe I'm crazy. The birds, the tigers, the ants, even the grass. They all work so hard to live. It's a beautiful thing. Aha, even the grass, that's right, the plants. Sora showed us that. Ellipses. And to love the lives of others is just as important as loving yourself. Indeed. As some big important person once said, or, you know what, fuck it. As Takeshi said just now, to love another, you must love oneself. Actually, he didn't quite say that, but yeah. You have to realize that, don't you? Well, she doesn't have to.
バカみたい。
It's ridiculous. You're ridiculous! Now let's make out. Tsugumi frowned. Stop pretending to be so cold. Ooh, shit. Are you sure she's pretending? She's doing a really good job in that case. I wanted to kick the bed over, yet I resisted somehow. Because you didn't want to hurt her? Because you're not that cold? Alright, so why'd you protect Coco? Exactly. Why'd you sacrifice yourself to save Coco? Her life shouldn't mean anything either, right? Ellipses. I don't know exactly what happened back there, but I do know what you're that you are avoiding the truth. Indeed. You're desperately trying to deny life. And yet you're still trying to save it at the same time. You fucked up individual. Everyone's desires are born out of life. You only want to believe they are wrong to prove your selfish point. Oh, snap. Oh, man, like, all throughout this game I've been like, oh, Takeshi's got no backbone. He's kind of like the Yosuke, but, you know, this right here, I like this speech a lot. You're holding on obstinately, living while all you want to do is die. Your logic is completely backwards. It's back-ass words. Life should be unconditionally embraced. Wow, unconditional is a big word. I kind of like the idea of conditionally embraced, but okay. Ugh. Everyone lives for the sake of living. Now, you see, that's the idea of putting a word in the definition of that word. You're not supposed to do that, but I let it slide because the speech is really cool. By definition, living beings must have life. No, not, well, can you use life in the definition of living? If you can do that, can you use living in the definition of life? I don't know, I think that's stretching it. Live and life are technically different words, but they're close. If love is beautiful, then so is life. Well, by that extension, if life isn't beautiful, then does that mean love isn't beautiful? Or backwards? Ellipses.
あなたは何も分かってない。
You don't understand a thing. Wrong! You clearly don't! Yeah, I don't understand. Your fucked up mindset. We've known each other for what, just 3 days? I don't know a thing about you! But I know for sure that what I'm saying is 100% true. So, don't say that you want to die. I won't let you say it. Bit my lip as I stared at Tsugumi. I fucking love her too much to let her say it. I told Tsugumi exactly how I felt. No holding back, no regrets. Good! Good on you, Takeshi. You finally being a man. Being the man that you were meant to be a man of. Mans. I don't want her to say it anymore. I didn't even want to have to say those things. Well, you did. Good for you. You survived for a reason, Tsugumi. Don't say I want to throw that away. Ellipses. Oh god! A smile! Tsugumi let all the tension slip from her shoulders. Her eyes suddenly lit up. What? This is Nani? I really can't conceive the idea that I managed to convince her just now. I really don't see that. So this leads me to believe a couple different things. Number one, well, she was pretending to be cold the whole time, and because either A, she is part of some big terrorist group, and she's trying to keep other people out of it that maybe she cares about, or B, well, actually, no, I kind of said B at the same time as A without really thinking, but yeah.
そうね。え。
Yeah, what she said.
分かったわ。
I get it. What do you get? What do you get that I don't get? Or that I do get? What, had I finally gotten through to her? I couldn't help but smile. I don't know about that. Seems too easy. People don't change their minds that easily. A smile appeared on her lips. She glanced up at me and muttered something.
よく分かったわ。
I understand perfectly. Well, what do you understand?
あなたが偽善者だってことが。
You're a total hypocrite. Oh. Well, gee, thanks. Care to explain your reasoning on that?
あ、倉成さん、どうでしたか？小町さんは。
Takeshi, what happened? Where's Tsugumi? Well, I'm just crying a little because she called me a hypocrite. I mean, to be fair, she's a fucking hypocrite too. Like, that's a fact. But, whatever the case, everybody's a bit of a hypocrite sometimes, as that song said sometimes. No, the song was everybody's a bit racist sometimes, but, you know, you can replace a lot of words with that. Everybody's a bit of a hypocrite sometimes. That also works. Anyways, what? Sora was waiting just outside the door with a worried expression on her face. Don't worry about that, bitch. Ellipses. She's alive.
Eh?
What, you thought she was dead? Fuck you, Sora. Really? She wishes she were dead. Oh, shit.
倉成さん、本当に言われたんですか？そんなこと。
Takeshi, she really tell you that? Yeah, she fucking did. Yep, it's true. It's unfortunate, but she didn't get what she wanted. Death.
でもだからってそんな
But you don't have to. Don't have to what? Sora's voice quivered as she spoke. You know, I should have never even helped say... Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. She deserves to slap you even though she can't.
倉成さん
Slap you with her words. Takeshi.
やめてください
Please stop this. Yeah, don't regret saving them. I mean, maybe if she goes on a suicide... Or, no. If she goes on some big killing spree and kills a bunch of people, then you can regret saving her. But even then, you couldn't have known. So, yeah. Well, unless you have time travel.
そんな言い方ってないと思います
Should not say things like that. I agree.
ひどいです見損なってしまいます
It's awful. I'm so disappointed in you. Well, I'm disappointed in you, so fuck off. I'm disappointed in Tsugumi. Ellipses. Ellipses. I'm sorry. Now you're upset, Sora. Ellipses. I'm not myself right now. I'm heading back to bed, even though I know I can't sleep. I raised my hand weakly and parted with Sora. Sora stood by the entrance to the medical room, frozen, without movement.